You know, they say all exposure is good exposure when you create the exposure. Over 2 years ago, my team told me that I should start vlogging. I thought it was the dumbest, stupidest, lamest idea ever. I want to show you what vlogging has done to my business over the last 2 years. Let's get deep, let's get dirty. And before we get into it, I want you to do me a favor. Hit that like button right there. Hit it, smash it if you love me. Subscribe if you haven't. We're almost at 1 million subs. Thank you so much. This vlog is going to get a little bit dirty. Welcome to a new one, 113. Oh, wow. That's a lot of vlogs. Wow, the amount of time I've spent making this damn thing. When I think back to my first vlog, actually, oh man. Still cold. I wanted to start a vlog, right? Over 200,000 people watched that first video, and I was like, wow. Oh, maybe we're onto something. And then the press started coming out. And if I think I remember correctly, the press was something like, because we don't see him enough, Sirhan launches a weekly vlog. And all I wanted to do with that first vlog was just connect to you guys in a different way. And for my business, which is what this is all about, how do I reach the buyers of tomorrow? You know, when I think back to the vlogs that really made a difference for me, obviously that first one, and then everything else after that for a bit was really just, you know, my life, working out, my wife, kind of our life a little bit. And then there was one where I sold a $9 million penthouse over FaceTime. You got beautiful stone. This is the only guy who you say, can I give you 9 million? And he looks sad. And we realized that we were onto something. Apparently people really like seeing me sell properties in really, really crazy ways, which to everybody else is crazy, but to us is just a regular day. What if we do more on YouTube? What if we don't just show how we sell? What if we also show the crazy properties that we're selling as well? Let's do property tours. $280 million. So did you renovate this spot here?
Like, do somewhere around $2 billion.
$35 million. Now welcome to LA. Well, not right now. Right now we're on Crosby Street in the middle of pandemic New York City. And we've got a property on the market for $188 million. And I say, you know what? Let's go do a property tour there. Boom. 15 million views later, now we're on to something even more. Whereas YouTube was really just a way to connect with a younger fan base who would one day be the buyers of tomorrow, who would want to work with me. All of a sudden, now we're getting calls from Saudi Arabia, from China, from Hong Kong, from Russia, from South America, from South Africa, seeing our properties on YouTube, wanting to actually see them in person and buy them because they didn't even know these properties were on the market in the first place. Also, don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, okay? Really, really important. And all of a sudden, before I know it, we're on our way to Colorado to do a property tour for a ranch that's on the market for $280 million. This is more than just a property tour. This is literally a piece of the United States of America. $55 million. It's crazy. I mean, look at this. Next thing I know, I'm taking a chopper out to the Hamptons where I'm selling a $40 million mansion on the ocean, again, over FaceTime. Because that's what people love to do. Because a guy reached out to me and said, listen, I want to go buy an oceanfront home in the Hamptons. I want you to be my broker. I don't have time to go and see it. You go out there, you call me, you FaceTime me the same way you did in that vlog. True story. We got a call from a woman in Texas from an amazing broker. Says, hey, come down, speak to my brokers. Also, I've got this insane house with a $7 million closet. Like, this is clearly Texas. And I knew things were getting serious when we got a call from somebody who said that they had a client whose daughter had a friend who saw our property tour of a townhouse we had on the market in Chelsea for $15 million. The broker brought the client, they came through and they bought it for $13 million because of YouTube. We just sold a house for $10 million right over there on Mulberry from a video that we just did a couple months ago where we put it up for $11 million on Wednesday at 8 p.m. when you're watching this right now. Buyer saw it the next day, told his broker they came through Friday morning. They saw it, boom, had an accepted offer. By the end of the day, they closed for $10 million later because of YouTube and because of exposure. And then all of you have been sending me emails, DMs, everything saying, Ryan, you talk about crazy stuff all the time. You sell all these things. How do you think about business? How do you think about life? We love all the real estate stuff, but we want to see also what you know about business. How did you grow up into this business? How do you structure your day? What do you do? And I said, okay, let's make 3 different types of vlogs. We're going to do property tours. We're going to do kind of the day in the life and how-to videos. And then let's also do motivational, inspirational videos, because I do that stuff for my team all the time. I'll do it for all of you. And then we made a vlog called The Blueprint for a Positive Mindset. And you know why people are negative? You know why people are grumpy? You know why people have a bad attitude? Honestly, because it's easier to be upset than it is to be happy. Being happy takes a choice not to look out of the easy window that's dark and stormy right here, but actually moving over and saying, you know what? I'm going to go over there and look out that window because that's my choice and that's a better view for me. That's why. Because you're lazy. I mean, that kind of stuff I talk about all the time. And then you kept sending me more emails and more emails. And then we did the 1,000-minute rule. Remember that? There were 24 hours in every day, 6 minutes in an hour. You got 1,540 minutes every single day that you're alive to make shit happen. So now let's talk about tactically how we did this and how you can do it too. Because if vlogging works for me, it can work for your business as well. But there are 3 things that you need to focus on. First, above all else, is consistency. YouTube rewards and appreciates consistency. So we made a decision early on. We said we're going to post once a week at the same exact time, no matter what. We're going to print it no matter what. And it's Wednesday, 8 p.m., no matter what. Consistency is key. People need to know what to expect from you, both in work, in business, in life, and especially on YouTube. All right? The second thing that you need to pay attention to, as best you possibly can, is collabs. And we've done some big collabs, from Gary Vee to Casey to Logan to Josh Peck to Sarah Dietschy. Like, we've done a lot. And we pushed for them as much as we possibly can because you want to share your fan base. So if you know somebody who even has a tiny following in your neighborhood, go and do something with them. Even if they have 100 people on a channel, go and do something with them. Even if they're not on YouTube, but they have an Instagram following, go and do a collab with them. Get them, because they're the pro gardener that everyone cares about in your town, to come and see your property that you have on the market. You're going to make a little video about it. And the trade is going to be that you're going to send a clip of that video and you want them to post it on their Instagram. Or you're going to pull a favor for them because you're good with a camera. I don't know, right? But consistency and collabs. And then the third most important thing is you just got to do it. You just got to do it. You actually got to pick up your camera and do it. Just start. You could totally make it on your own. Like, I have an iPhone, right? You probably have an iPhone. You're probably watching this on an iPhone right now, or Google phone or Android box, whatever the hell it is. You know, you could do it right now. Look, I'm vlogging right now. Here's me vlogging. Ready? What's up, Sir fans? It's me, Ryan Sirhant, coming at you live from the office. Not supposed to be here. So it's consistency, it's collabs, and it's just doing it. Picking up your phone, creating interesting content that people might find humorous or not. Even if you just like talking. We live in a new world now, more than ever before. Everybody right now is on their phones. They're at home and they're watching content of some kind. They might be streaming it through Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Apple, Disney, so on and so forth. We're right here on YouTube with you and me. And this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and going forward. And if you're a salesperson and you're not here and you're not getting this exposure to open your personality up with your stories, then you're missing a huge market share to build business. Because if there's one thing that I can attribute my business to in the last 2 years, it's YouTube. And at the end of the day, sales is storytelling. You don't need any fancy equipment. You can literally do it with your phone. Put your personality out there. Create content, tell stories, be consistent, get help from other people around you, and you will grow your brand. So do me a favor, like it, smash that like button right now. Like this now, subscribe if you haven't, send this to everybody you know. And if you're thinking about creating your own content, I'm telling you right now, you can do it. It's literally as easy as taking a hypervolt to the face. Oh, end of vlog. Oh, and the blood.
Popcorn, popcorn.
I know Nina will resist that thing, but you know what? I have no time to edit that yet, Nina.
Don't worry. It's good. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome to another episode of Popcorn's Just Langa Show. Now, welcome, Popcorn family. If you're tuning in from Facebook, LinkedIn Live, as well as YouTube, please send us a comment so we can say hi to you and so we can know who's actually tuning in. So today is an amazing episode. Amazing. You want to know why it's amazing, Amit?
Why? I'm
Because
curious
I'm not muted right at the top. It actually works. Because normally when I say hi, I'm either muted or we're like, in our first scene. So well done, I mean, good job.
Hey.
Okay, so let's see who's in the house.
We are getting better. We are getting better and better at this. So I think there's something to say.
Episode 20. I mean, we should get better, kind of thing.
Should get better. Okay, let's say hi to some of the people down there.
Right. So Asha is in the house. Asha, I think you used to be a VJ on what?
Channel V.
Channel V. So Sujimy, you might remember that. We've got Shireen Kelly tuning in from Facebook. Shane Carr from South Africa. Hi. We're getting people.
Hi.
We love you, Mom. We haven't met you yet, but we love you. We also have Benjamin Young, who's also known as Young Benar, kind of thing. And of course, we've got Jeffrey tuning in from Kota Damansara, and we've got Pauline tuning in from Terengganu. Yay, she's on holiday. And therefore, can you put in links when we need it, Pauline? Thank you very much. Yeah. And there's more people joining in. Asha's like saying, okay. So without further ado, shall we begin? Because we do not have time because we have a lot of questions, and I know you guys have been for the godfather of videos, and we have him today. Okay, so first things first, before we start, I mean, what's happening next week? Let's look at our October schedule. We've got a lot of stuff to share with you guys. So 5th October, what's happening?
We talk about Monday first, because this Monday, our student is going to be doing our third community webinar, right? Where we invite our ex-student to come back in and to talk about a topic that is interesting, that is relatable to your business. So Sakuna, which is the loyalty man, is going to be talking about how do you maintain customer loyalty and trust during post-COVID-19. So this is a free webinar for our community members, right? Seats are limited. So if you would like to sign up for this, we will provide you the link later on, right? And then after, if
you're tuning in, please put in the link. Hello from Singapore. Woohoo! Angela is here. Angela, you change name every week. I don't know who you are, okay? But it's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay, we got to do this quickly. So 8th of October, what's happening on the 8th? I think it's a free LinkedIn profile assessment. So wherever you are, if you're from South Africa or from Terengganu or Kota Damansara or from India, we've got the LinkedIn free assessment first. I mean, this is the killer.
Oh yeah, this is the killer.
Okay, so we've got a free assessment. It's basically to know whether your LinkedIn profile sucks or not. We'll be able to help you. So just hit in the link and fill up the form, and we'll be able to tell you whether it's great or if you have potential. And then we also have a free debrief where we'll tell you how you got those marks and how you can improve. And then if you want to go into further detail, we've got the Killer All-Star LinkedIn Profile, which is one of our best-selling program where we actually go through step by step how you can improve it. So we've got 2 dates there. The time is on Malaysian time. If you guys want a more South Africa or some other friendlier time for you, please let us know and on LinkedIn or reach out to us, and we'll try and find a time suitable for you. Okay. Right. Next, we also have our next episode on 8th October, which is next Thursday, is Firdaus Muntaza. Now, when we spoke to him, basically his expertise is in Facebook ads. But what he brings to the table is if you guys have something that you want to sell, what is your product entry? What where you get to sell whether you're sleeping or when you're awake or where you're in the bathroom. The sale is on constantly. So everybody needs a product entry, and what is it? And this is the key to making sales constantly. So that's happening on the 8th of October at 8 p.m. Malaysian time. Okay. Next,
Yep.
what do you have, Amin?
We have another Nina coming into the show, right?
And
As
because
if
Nina, I thought it was more apt to be friends and interview another Nina. And this Nina is amazing because what she does is she talks about creating binge-worthy video content for social media. So since the interview is coming live from New York, we're going to be starting a bit late at 9. So that's what's happening in October. There's still 2 more episodes. I haven't confirmed my speaker yet, but it seems to be either a YouTube content creator or an Instagram influencer. So one of those. So if
Can I add something to that first before we go to that? Guys, if you have anyone that you can think of that you would like us to interview, let us know. Right?
Yep.
PM Nina, PM myself, we'll find a way to make it happen. Okay?
Okay. And also, we are in the business of building Southeast Asia's business influencers. So if this is something that you guys are really interested in, regardless of where you are in the world, we can definitely help you. So the LinkedIn Killer profile is definitely where you start, or the free assessment, because we all got to start from somewhere, right? And it's very easy. Just
Exactly.
okay. So if we can do it, you guys can do it too. Now, which brings us to today. What are we talking about today? I mean, do you know?
We are going to be talking to the godfather of vlogging for the second time.
Right. Now,
Yeah, content creator, yeah.
Yes, so if you know us for any length of time, one of our favorite things that we talk about is content. And in fact, if you're in the business where you're trying to not just survive, but to also thrive in today's environment, how do you set yourself apart from your competitors? That's going to be videos. 83% of internet traffic will be for videos in 2022. And this year, 80% of mobile traffic is for videos. So it's only 3%. And from 2017, it's increased by 50%. So what is trending in terms of marketing is videos, 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 which is why we are so excited, because today we have the godfather of videos. Now he's known as a Facebook influencer, content creator, but more importantly, he's an entrepreneur. So he knows the pain that you guys are having. And he's none other than Sujimy Mohamad. He's one of the biggest influencers from Singapore. And today, what we're talking about why every company should be a content creator. Not yet. I mean, you're too early. Okay.
Apa?
So
You dah introduce dulu, then we go to the intro, then we go back straight to Sujimy.
So let me introduce him. So Sujimy is actually a veteran from Singapore's media industry. He went from traditional TV to social media startup. Not a lot of traditional media people are able to do this. This is why he's the godfather, okay? Now, he's a social media influencer with more than 246,000 followers, probably more now, on his Facebook page. He's recognized for his vlogs that feature human interest stories with social messaging. Now, his viewership ranges from 500,000 to 3.2 million, and clinching an average online reach of 3 million people. Now, from this success as a social media influencer, Sujimy went on to migrate his traditional media company into a full-fledged social media content agency in Singapore. So with that, shall we do the intro video, Amin? And
we'll do the intro video, and then we bring Sujimy straight into the room. Right?
All right.
That's good. Okay, let's go. Intro video.
Popcorn.
Welcome back, Sujimy. Thank you so much for joining us. Woohoo!
Bagi tepuk dah sikit kot.
I love this. Thank you so much. Okay.
How are
Thank
you guys doing? My God, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we love you. You know, we will always gonna have you anyway, whether you like it or not. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so what's been happening with you so far since our last chat?
Yeah, in Singapore it's phase 2 now. I think we're gonna go to phase 3 soon. We don't know yet; it's not confirmed. But I've been very, very busy, so producing content for ourselves, our other platform, and what's trending right now in Singapore is people are sending their social media team to us for training. Yeah, so I'm very happy about that progress.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, when you say training, what kind of training is this?
We do social media training. We have about 8 modules from content creation, vlogging, algorithm, content marketing, PR and crisis management for social media, live streaming, multi-camera live production, live from home. So there's just so many kind of training. And yeah, I'm just happy that I'm going to do my first virtual masterclass in October. So anyone from anywhere can join.
That's the one that we did in Malaysia where we brought.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You're
So
right.
we're not,
But what with one big difference.
okay.
You guys did. I think it was a face-to-face vlogging workshop, right? So
Back in
I'm
the
gonna
day.
do that. Yeah, back in the day, that was like 2-3 years ago.
It's been 2 years ago. That's why
We did it 2 years in a row with you.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this time, virtually, we're gonna add one more module. We're gonna. I've never revealed this before, so we can talk about it more later. But it's about securing sponsorship deals for all your videos. So I've been doing sponsorship deals since 1996 in the traditional media. So I brought that skill into social media. So I mean, you got to sustain yourself, right? So you don't want to keep producing videos and you don't see anything coming back. So yeah, so we're going to share that during the masterclass.
Okay, fantastic. We're going to give details on the masterclass later, so just make sure you stay tuned. In the meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, please, or you have anything that you want to share, please write down in the comment section and we'll bring it up during the show.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go straight into today's topic, because in the first one, we actually covered about why it's important, how do you prepare yourself. Today, you're already creating content. How do you go to the next level? Because he is the godfather. So you guys better ask any questions you want to ask, okay? Because it's so hard to get time with Sujimy, and he's so amazing in sharing his knowledge. So ask questions, okay? Now, today, we're going to dive deep. Should businesses become content creators before it's too late? And when we talk about content creators, what do we mean by it? Is it just videos, or is there other types of content?
Okay. I mean, social media, all social media platforms love videos, right? They just love videos. So you cannot not have videos in your content pillar, in your content calendar. So let's look at the poster child of content creation, one of the biggest company we all know, which is Red Bull, right? So Red Bull is a poster child of videos. So they make so much videos because traditional platform couldn't really expose the entire line of videos that Red Bull has. They produced so much until they became a media company. Right, so they set up a media company. Yeah. So I mean, just look at what they have done for themselves. They produce videos for passionate people, right? Whether you are in breakdancing, you are in BMX, motocross, whatever you have, extreme sports. They are really the poster child. So I think if such big company have already recognized, if you are running a small medium enterprise, it's never too late to get into it, and I highly recommend that you go into content creation. And of course, there are steps to go into content creation, which we're gonna go through it today.
Yeah.
Actually, let's talk
It's
about.
funny that you mentioned about the Red Bull, because I actually did a study about Red Bull about 3 days ago.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I got a YouTube. Yeah. Do you know that they are not only that they are what perception that we have is that it is a energy drink company, right? But it's actually really is a marketing company that owns 4 football club, 1 hockey club, ice hockey club, and the whole entire football club is a value chain on its own. So you can start a career in Brazil, and then you go to the minor league in Austria, then you go to the big league in Germany, then you end a career in New York. And all of that is part of the marketing campaign. For the space jump, for the whole entire video itself, they actually spent about 65 million for that.
Wow.
Crazy, right? Just on video and marketing.
Yeah. And if you study them deeper, you will see that they have an invisible marketing in all their videos.
Exactly.
So that's what you can do. Once you have videos, it's visual and audio. your marketing is all very subtle. It's not intrusive. People don't find you, forcing your marketing messages. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nina, you garu kepala kenapa Nina?
Because Shane Carr, who's tuning in from South Africa, I think I met him and he's a huge content creator on Facebook. Wait, let me check.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's gone viral before, right, Shane? Let me know, kind of thing. Okay, so that's amazing, Sujimy. I just got thrown off just now. So when you say invisible marketing, what do you mean by invisible marketing?
Okay. Maybe you can bring up the photo that I gave you guys. It's important to bring up that photo. I just want to have it as a reference so that I can let everyone know. In videos, in social media, it's not about social selling. All right, it's not social selling. It's social sharing. You share stories, and if you do videos in a form of corporate videos or TV commercial, no one is going to watch that anymore, right? So that's very visible marketing. So we are talking about invisible marketing, where 80% of your video, that's what I gave you guys. Now, 80 to 90% of your videos should be human interest. It should add value to people's lives. And only 10 to 20% is marketing or messaging. So that's what I'm talking about. 10 to 20% is almost invisible, it's almost negligible, but it's there. And if you learn the right way to craft your video, your call to action at the end of the video can be very, very effective. People can take actions, and you can win with videos. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that is so true because people don't want to be sold to, right? And they're not. It's 80% about human and 10 to 20% about the messaging, right? Because even when I was taking care of animation companies, for something to qualify as edutainment, they actually told me that, Nina, guess how many percent of the animation is educational and what is entertainment? I'm like, oh, maybe like 50% entertainment, 50% educational. And you know what they told me? No, it's actually 5% 5% educational, 95% entertainment. And I'm like, what? So it's the same thing, isn't it?
It is. And I think if you have 90%, 80 to 90% value, that makes can transform lives, your story can really make a difference to someone else. They're going to appreciate you and they're going to start supporting you. That's how influencers convert followers to supporters, to customers. Because they bring value, right?
If you're tuning in for the first time, we sort of covered this in the first episode. What you want to do is convert your viewers into followers, and from followers to supporters, because when they support you, that's when they will buy your products and stuff like that, right? Sujimy?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions, Amin, in the meantime?
Right now, I just want to say hi. Shane is actually my jiu-jitsu coach when I was in Thailand.
Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah, so
Shane. South Africa. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so hi Shane, good to see you again.
Okay, I have a question. When we talk about videos, for the longest time, me and Amin thought it's just vlogging, but actually there's so many different types of videos, right? Which can be great for businesses. So what would be your advice for businesses? What kind of videos would be great? Is vlogging great for business or it's not? Or what kind of business is great? What kind of vlogging is great for what kind of business? I don't know if that makes sense.
You do.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, before you even consider vlogging or just doing thematic online videos, you need to ask yourselves a few questions. The first one you need to ask is, why are you doing this content? Why are you doing this video? So you set up a page, you set up a channel. It's your business channel and you want to ramp up content. Ask yourself, who are your audience? And if you can make your audience really, really sharp, really niche, that's the best. I mean, don't just go after family, okay? Because that's really big, right? Go after maybe family with 2 kids, That is a much more niche audience. If you go for, say, you want to target women, for example, so there are just so many demographics in women. You should really streamline. Maybe you want to talk to working women, or you want to talk to grocery buyers, homemakers. Which one you need to decide first before you start making content. Once you have that, it's easy for you and your team to decide what content pillars work for this audience. If not, you'll be like shooting in the dark, like, hey, okay, we want to target men, but we have there's so many kinds of content that men would like, but you don't know which one you want to give it to them, right? So please decide first what niche audience that you want. Now, between whether you should be vlogging or not, this is a very common question I get from all businesses. Now, if your business is about you are a consultant, you are a financial advisor, yes, you must vlog, because your personality needs to show in the vlog. Vlogging will personally brand you, will effectively brand you. But if you're a business and you don't want to be in front of the camera all the time, then you can try online videos, thematic online videos. It's still very strong, but it doesn't mean that you should not focus on human interest. You still need to. Yeah.
What
so.
is a thematic online video? Sorry.
Okay, so for example, if you're a company in, say, maybe selling insurance, okay, or educational products, right? So sometimes there's no way to get the CEO to be in front of the camera all the time. I think that would be unwise. What you need to do is, say you're an educational company who sell educational services, run stories, human interest stories under educational theme. So it's thematically branding your services through the online video. So you can do testimonial videos from your customers, or you can do transformational videos, say someone who have gone through a certain change in their lives and they actually went through your service and you have helped them in some way. So there's no personality in front of the camera, but it's all thematically driven via your content pillars. Yeah, so don't be afraid. People think that vlogging is like, when I first started vlogging, I appear all the time. But if you look at all my videos, right, I only appear 15 seconds at the top and 15 seconds at the end. In the middle, sometimes I don't even appear. Yeah, so if you're really shy, there are ways to craft your videos and you don't have to appear all the time. Of course, if you can, it helps, because trust issue is all in your face, right? When you start talking to people, when you are authentic, you are really giving value to people. People can see in your eyes, people can see in how you speak. So that helps if your business is about you.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So there's so many different ways. So the first thing you need to do is understand what your content pillar is. If you guys want to know more about content pillar, we covered this in detail in the first episode in part 1. And once you know where what your content pillar is and where your audience is, most importantly, then you know what video suits. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I have a question though. This is kind of related back to the content pillars and also as a business. When you are working with a group of people, what I notice is that when you want to get them to create or come up with a content pillar, it can be a very messy process. Don't you think so, Sujimy? Especially now, if you are the marketing department, and then you have to repeat, and then you're dealing with the boss that sometimes can be very clueless, and they have like a different idea and approach on what content should be like, right? And then you have a marketing department who has a different ways of how to do things. How do you work with this group of people? How let's just say if I'm one of them, what can I do to kickstart all this? Yeah, Nina.
Yeah, and I want to add to that. What happens if the bosses are like old school and like so set in their ways? How do we convince them? Is that what you want to say? I mean,
yeah, exactly. So how do we convince? So how do we get an alignment, lah? That would be like interesting thing to. I don't know if you have like personal stories or experience that you went to with your clients. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about traditional bosses who resist
Yes.
doing content, or they resist going on social media.
Mhm.
Just remind them of lockdown. Okay, remind
Okay.
them of no one can do anything except digital, right?
Okay.
So, in fact, the lockdown that we experienced during earlier in the COVID days open up. It's like a Kickstarter to almost every company to go
Uh-huh.
digital, right? So, I think just remind them. I hope that would be a useful reminder. It is messy if you don't have. When you have so many people in a company, and then you don't know, okay, where are we heading. That's why it's important that you deep dive into what you really want to do. Okay, every single one of us in the company need to realize that, okay, we want to create content now. What value do we want to bring to others? Okay, so discuss those things first. If you want to tell people, like, you want to make people happy every single time, okay, what other videos can make people happy?
Mhm.
Right? So, is video about relationships going to make people happy? How about videos about motivational videos where you have reenactment between two-person, and they start discussing things that end up, giving life lessons? Will that make people happy? So, if you realize that, look, we are heading this way, you have some kind of direction. Everyone needs to agree on something. Okay, so that part is going to be, it will take some time. You need to deep dive, you need to have a few sessions within the entire company. And of course, the management need to decide lah. If you can decide on 5 content pillars, you can decide on 5 important value that you want to bring to your audience, then stick to that for about 6 to 8 months and try it out. I
Wow.
just want to let you know that when you start creating content, you start getting interest from your followers, right? From 0 to 10,000 is going to be really, really hard. It's going to test you. It's going to challenge you, because
Yeah.
you're frustrated most of the time, because you say that, hey, I've done this great content, but no one is
Watching.
watching,
Uh-huh.
right? But don't give up, because from 10,000 to 20,000 is like so much easier. You know,
Okay.
it's going to be exponential after that.
So
Yeah.
we
So
need to get that first 10,000 kind of thing.
yeah, and I noticed getting the first 10,000 is the most hardest thing that I've ever done. Today I'm hitting. Today I'm 250,000 followers, about
Wow.
259,000 followers. So yeah, so it gets easier every time. And your growth can be exponential after 10,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think the social media that you invest in would want you to be successful. They make you suggested page, suggested channel. You start to fly after a while. So do not give up. One of the biggest challenge in any content creating company would be your consistency. So yeah, just keep at it. But here's the thing: when you are first hitting that 10,000 followers, right? Whatever you put out, people will not be able to recognize who you are just yet,
Uh-huh.
because you're just trying out so many things, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So being consistent is important. But
Mhm.
once you hit a certain level, certain number of followers, you need to be very, very selective and ruthless about what you want to put out, because that's where you start to brand yourself. People will start to understand you. Okay, they are this kind of people. They want to make people happy. They want to make people smile. You know, yeah. So you need to be very careful, be very selective. And here's the thing: once your entire team are on the same page, the process of eliminating what not to do becomes so much easier. For example, your team comes to you and say, look, Nina, I have 10 stories. Now, which one do you want? Now, because you guys have settled your value, your content pillars, and you know your theme, you can tell, okay, this 5 is not us. Please eliminate them. We're going to do this 5. Yeah, it becomes easier for your team, because everyone is clear about what we are trying to do, who we are trying to get. Yeah.
So I
Okay.
can assume that the first 10,000 is basically your university fees then. That's how I see it.
Yes, yes, you're right.
Yeah, the time,
Very
the
good analogy.
grilling, the
Very
hosting,
good, yeah.
and then
Speaking
after
of
that,
that,
yeah.
How long does it take? I mean, the first 10,000, and this is like a long-term game, right? It's not something that, oh, I want to create content because I want immediate wins, right?
Yeah,
Just
it
check.
took me, let me see, it took me four months to
Mhm.
hit 10,000.
Wow, but
That's
you're like
fast.
Godfather, right? The rest of us probably take
I have
what?
many videos that failed because I don't
Okay.
really, yeah, because I followed the TV discipline, right? So until I changed that, and we dissected many vloggers' video for ourselves, and we learned how they do it, and we finally found all the different format. Every single company has its own style. Just remember that even though you learn how to make online videos, right? But once you bring it back to your company, right, have your own format so that it can be very unique to your business, and they know every time you play that signature tune, oh, is
Yeah,
this company,
it's like
So
loving.
format is important.
so it's not really a templated thing, right? You cannot just template everything for every company.
Uh,
That's what you said.
okay. So it's a yes and no answer for that. Now, there is a template for doing a good video.
Okay.
We've,
Is it a
we've discovered
formula?
that, yeah, there is a formula. We have that standard format, but you can tweak the format.
Mm,
For example,
Right.
for a 1 minute video, we all know what is the format. It's an
yes.
evidence-based video. You
Yes.
need to put your statement, you need to put your evidence in the middle, and then you need to put your call to action at the end. For a
Mhm,
3 minute video, there is also a format. But
mhm.
that format, it's very flexible. Just by shifting one or two sequences, you get a different outcome. Now, for
Okay.
a 5 minute to 10 minute video, completely different format. Yeah,
Mm,
and I've done videos like 17 minutes videos on YouTube. You need to have something interesting every 3 minutes. You need to put a
wow.
new discovery, a new information, a new found fact
Okay.
for every 3 minutes. That's
Wow.
how you survive the 17 minutes.
Wow.
If yeah, so you need to understand that there is a standard format,
Yes.
but you need to give new information every now and then,
Okay.
so that people stay on with
Mhm.
you throughout your entire video.
Wow. Okay.
And
Cool.
and the format is also not similar for all platform, or is there similarity to it? Is it?
Good question.
There are some similarities.
Yeah.
I've tried this before. Some of my viral videos that worked really well in Facebook and YouTube did not do well in Instagram. Yeah, the Instagram has they want quick videos, even
Mm,
Mm.
shorter videos than Facebook, right? So
mm,
I've tried short videos and it works so well.
mhm.
Uh, Facebook, the format is really different because the audience are different. So
Mm.
what I've done today is some of my videos I crafted for Facebook, and then I repurpose it for YouTube in a different version.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can do that, and then I repurpose it for Instagram in a different
Okay.
way.
In a different way. So basically, it's the same content but repurposed
Same
for different
content, yeah, same content, different angling,
platforms.
because the target audience are completely different, right? So
Yeah.
yes, it's gonna be like, oh wow, I have to do so much work. I produce one video, it's so difficult. Now you want to repurpose for so many platform, but that's the game.
Yeah.
If you need to understand that that's the game.
Yes.
That I've tried repurposing one of my content to TikTok. I have two TikTok
Yes.
accounts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so one is for my family where we always dance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That one is doing really well. But the other content, I do it for motivation purposes. I just started.
Mhm.
So I'm taking my Twitter content and repurpose it into a video and put it on TikTok. So it's starting to gain traction because we produce it for TikTok.
Okay. So it's working for you.
It's so far is gaining some traction. I'm not there yet for TikTok.
I
So yeah.
think I downloaded your TikTok video and show it here, the one where you got slapped with the song. You know that one,
Oh
right?
my yes, 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 yeah.
That one.
It's fun. TikTok is really
Yeah.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
like it. And it's because right now their office are in Singapore. So
Mm.
TikTok has met all of us. They met a lot of agencies in Singapore. They have a
Mhm.
creator fund. They launched creator fund, content creator fund. They
Uh-huh.
launched that already, right? But they are talking to a lot of agencies in Singapore, and
Mhm.
we are working with them at the back end. so that they can help us to reach out to more customers, reach out to more followers. They are sharing a lot of data with us, so that's really exciting.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
If you guys have just joined us, please say hello. And if you have any
So,
questions for Jimmy, let us
I
know.
just,
Sakura.
I'm gonna say Sai Iskandar. Hi Iskandar. All right, Angela is here. Hi Angela. All right,
Hi, Angela.
Sakura is here. All right,
Woo! Loyalty,
good to see you,
man.
Sakura.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I have a question before we go on.
go on.
When you're starting, right, with Jimmy, because when I started doing this, I started to realize, gosh, it takes so much time to do this. Okay,
Yeah.
how do you manage your time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It was so difficult in my first 18 months because I was vlogging. One of my content pillar is with my family. So I have to get them involved, right? So it was not easy in the beginning, but I told my kids that I have some kind of aim. And when they saw the results, they saw that they get to travel for free. We traveled for free because I was helping a lot of tourism companies. This is way before COVID. We were helping the Koreans, we helped Western Australia tourism board. So we get to travel a lot. So they saw that, hey, what you do is really helping others too. So they start getting involved. But my time, because I do everything myself in the beginning, editing, filming, so I spend a lot of hours just ramping up content. So it becomes quite exhaustive. You get very, very tired. But after 18 months, I realized without thinking, I got 100,000 followers. So then I started seeing results. Then sponsors started coming in. I started making deals, and I look at it that this is a viable business model, where they needed your platform to help them. And what makes me happy is after I hit a certain number, I can help other people. So we were raising fund for many people. So I raised fund for ex-convict in Singapore. They wanted to learn the Al-Quran. They wanted to take diploma in Al-Quran. So we helped them make videos, make vlogs, raise a bunch of money, and you make people happy, right? So that just make you feel like, hey, this is exciting, So on one hand, I get to run my agency. On the other hand, we get to bring value and help so many people who needed help. Yeah.
So your
If
advice
you-
when it comes to time, because vlogging, I think, is one of the hardest content to create compared to other like thematic videos is so much easier. But
Yeah.
vlogging is like you gotta wait, and then edit so many different cuts, So what's your advice on time?
I think if you really want to be in the game, you just need to push it. It's going to really take a lot of your time. Please talk to your family first before you do this, because you need their support. You really, really need their support, because every time you go out, right, and you start vlogging, I ever vlogged one time. I was fetching my kids. Something happened. I think I may have shown you guys this video. Something happened. And I just fetched my kids, and it was raining cats and dog. And I needed to vlog. So I told my daughter, can you wait here for 1 hour with me? She said, no, Ayah, I will be with you for that 1 hour. And I vlogged for 1 hour. That video went viral. That video got me a lot of clients.
Wow.
But that's the thing. You really need to get your family involved if you want to get them in your video. If not, if you're just doing it solo for your company and all that, you need to get support from your employees. You need to get support from the people close to you, because a vlogger's life is recorded all the time, right? So you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that. However, after 2 to 3 years, it gets so much easier.
I see.
So much easier because your numbers are bigger. You don't really need to do so much videos compared to when you first started.
I see.
The algorithm is on your side.
Okay.
You see? Yeah, the algorithm is on your side. So you may be dishing out lesser content, but you're getting higher engagement. One tip I can give to all who want to start vlogging, quickly is, think of this, okay? High impact, less effort, least effort.
Okay.
You know, least effort meaning don't go and get high-end equipments. You know, don't think that it's gonna make it good for you. Just least effort. Just use your phone, okay, to vlog and start that way first, because your phone can have the highest impact. You know, until today, I never changed my camera. This is my vlogging camera. I don't sell this. I mean, yeah, this is it. I
Yeah,
go out
point and shoot
everywhere
is
with
always
it.
the best.
Yeah, this compensate light, so I don't need lighting whenever I go traveling or whenever I go vlogging in any, and it's cheap. It's really really economical. You know, I've done high-end video production. You know, that some of them cost a few 100,000 because
Yep.
they want to pay that amount, right?
Yeah.
But today you don't need that. Yeah, and when you start ramping content, because follower base is bigger, you realize that being authentic, being genuine on video will definitely help your company, because those values that you portray in your videos are the same value that people see in your company.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. You first.
No, I'm gonna ask
You go.
first.
Yeah, you go. Go ahead.
Do you know whether you're authentic or not, or whether you're constipated on camera or not? Because some people here thinks he's natural, but I think he's constipated. But I could be wrong. So how do we know?
What's your definition of constipation? I just want to know that.
Constipated to me means like on camera, like control macho. You cannot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that, okay? Just
But
let yourself
we don't know how we are, and we try and look within, do
let me
that, but
ask,
we're still stuck. So how?
okay, this is an excellent exercise. Let me ask you guys some questions, okay? I mean, when you start talking to camera, on a scale of 1 to 10, how comfortable are you?
I can say an 8. But the moment I have to follow
Wow,
a structure, I go haywire. Because Nina is the type of person who have a script, and I have to follow a script, and I'm like,
camera, so yeah.
exactly. But she's a very structured person. Yes. Yeah. Then the moment I have to follow that, I just.
Okay, you have to
Okay.
understand, because my process is I need to write it down, then it becomes structured in my head, then I can do it. That's my
Yeah.
process.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Okay.
my process is I need bullet point. That's it.
Okay. Now, when I'm vlogging, right, I do not take a topic that I'm uncomfortable with. That's number one. Say a topic of some sort that I don't even know anything about. I won't do that. I will always take something that I'm very familiar with. So you can tell from when I start talking, you can tell that, okay, this is something close to my heart, right? Yeah, so first you need to do that first. I feel that people can see that you're genuine because you're close to the subject, you're very passionate about it, you have prepared, you have research. Okay, do not over prepare what you want to say, but do deep dive into what you are trying to do. Okay, it will show in what you say. And never, to me, I do not I never in my TV days I write a lot script for my opening sequence, for my closing. When I vlog, I don't even have a single script.
Okay.
No, I just wing it, so because all you need are pointers, right? In your head you have a certain objectives, and deliver it in the way that you are most comfortable with lah. Don't try to memorize your lines, because you can see it, right? Don't use auto cue, don't use the teleprompter, because those are traditional media. So if you ask me how not to look constipated and all that, uh, I mean, it's very cliche to just say be yourself, but why people be yourself? Because they hold the camera. I want you to do this. Okay, for everyone who's watching right now, the difference between being natural and being constipated is this: when you are holding the camera, okay, let me show you. Okay, so when I'm holding the camera, I am as personal as I'm just talking to a friend. But when I close my camera and I mount it on a tripod, I am now a TV presenter. I changed my stance, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
is this what you do?
Because I'm a TV presenter.
Automatic, right?
I've been doing that for a long time. Whenever I put my camera on a tripod and I don't hold the camera, automatically I talk like a TV presenter. But when I hold the device, when I hold it and I move about with it, I'm just a friend. I'm your friend, and I'm gonna talk like a friend. You know, so that's the difference. I think that's why vlogging is it makes people more natural. Even the people who have never presented before, they become so authentic when they hold their own device.
Right. Okay.
This is the thing. People have done research, right? When you are in a room, okay, if you are teaching, okay, everybody is far from you. You tend to be very formal with them because of the social distancing, because of the distancing itself, right? You tend to be formal in a class full of people. But when I'm with you, I'm close with you, I'm like having coffee with you, I'm very personal. I'm not formal at all. So when your device is near you, you are no longer formal. Yeah.
Right.
So that's a tip.
Does that make sense? I mean,
Yeah, it does. Actually, I have another question in regards to being authentic.
I hide that first. Okay.
Here, so in a business setting, what we notice is that some of our clients actually come to us and say, nak jadi authentic. How to become authentic when I'm promoting my business? Then would that be okay for us to be authentic? We might be losing our client. Those are some of the things that they actually say.
Oh,
Because
it is going to help you, because being authentic, being honest, being sincere about a few things drives the point of who you are. Everybody has a brand. Everybody has a personal brand, right? Like it or not, you have it. Is whether or not you want how you manage the brand. So you manage it through being on camera. And say, for example, if you want to establish yourself as an expert in your field, you want to be the center of authority of the subject matter, then choose a topic that that can help you. For example, if you are a financial advisor, right? You're a financial advisor, you want to help other people, right? Then talk about things that can transform people, and don't need to overdo it lah. You know, things that you have never experienced before, do not talk about it. We can tell when someone has experienced some life lessons, right? And they start talking about it. We know when you have not gone through that and you try to talk about it, it's going to be academic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no anecdote or anything. Yeah.
Okay. If you guys are just joining us, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section. Iskanda actually has a question. Any advice for videos on LinkedIn? Doesn't seem to work on me at the moment versus photos. Less views for videos. Is it algorithm? I think this one Amin will need to answer.
Yeah.
I know the answer for that. Okay. It's the format. It's actually the format of the video. It goes back to what Sujimy said. You need to really understand the format for each of the platform. So for LinkedIn, because it's not like a YouTube, which is a destination site. If your video is too long, then that's one of the reasons that will basically kill people's interest. You're trying to get people's attention. I can give you a case study. There's one guy who used to be the CEO of Citibank. His content is all video content, and he's gaining a lot of traction. So I call him
a lot of followers. Okay, to begin with.
Yes. So he has a lot of followers to begin with, but of course, it's short, precise, simple. Right. So it can work, and my suggestion is not to go more than 2 minutes. 2 minutes max.
Because you have to understand the viewers on LinkedIn, they're busy professionals. They're there. They're very focused. They want to learn. They want to network, and they're going through. So they're there very quick. So they're different kind of animal compared to others. But I agree with Amin, definitely the format. So I hope that answers your question. Enrico Varela is saying, very useful sharing about authenticity and camera position. Woohoo! Because he's the godfather. That's why. And then we've got somebody who is a Facebook user. I'm checking. It's actually Jega.
Jega, it's Jega. Yeah. Does it
Okay,
bother
sorry.
if your hand?
Does it bother if your hand is vibrating or shaking when you're holding the camera? Should I walk to camouflage the movement? Okay, Sujimi, over to you.
Okay. Walking and vlogging. I mean, when you hold the camera and you walk, it's one of the most difficult thing to do. Okay, so try not to walk. There must be a reason why you walk, you know. So for me, your hands will get steadier the more you vlog, right? I've ever vlogged and I interviewed with someone because we didn't plan to vlog it. I actually interviewed him for 18 to 20 minutes and my hand actually went cramp. It cramped up. Yeah, because but after a while, I can tell, you can practice so that it won't be so shaky. In fact, you can compose yourself better and you can compose the person you interview. After a while, there's no problem in shakiness. In fact, a slight shakiness indicates rawness in your video, right? It's not commercially crafted.
Produced.
Yeah, commercially crafted. So it looks really nice and really personal. I want to encourage everyone, if you want to start vlogging, start with a simple format that we call self-reflection vlogs. Okay, self-reflection vlogs is just putting your camera in front, and just talk to your camera without any other footage, and shortening it. I think this may work in LinkedIn. You just talk about your experience. If you have already gone through many challenges in life, talk about that. But what we learn in our masterclass is remember these 3 acronym, which is HOT. I think you guys know this. Hook, one objective only, tell a good story, right? So every video just have one objective only. Do not overdo it because it's very hard to unpack a video with many multiple objectives. So if you want to tell people that what you learn from, maybe you have a death in a family and you want to vlog about that, tell people how you overcome that, and that's all. People with similar experience will want to share theirs and they start engaging you online. Say you just got fired, from work, you just got retrenched and you want to set up a page, a vlog. Talk about that. Talk about the feeling, how you are doing right now. People will empathize you and they will start engaging you. And then talk about your journey after that. Now, not everything you want to tell people, right? But what's important is every single platform, people want to learn from you. They are not going to contest you when you talk about your personal experience. They are not going to cancel you. No. Your experience is wrong. It cannot be wrong. You are experiencing it. So you can never go wrong when you talk about personal experiences or professional experiences. So vlog about those 2 things first. That will get you going before you do other stories where it requires other format and sequence video. Yeah.
Okay, powerful. Thank you very much.
That is something that people cannot steal from you.
Exactly.
That is something that's your trademark, right? So that's the story they want to talk about. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, Shalene's here. Hi, Shalene. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Enrico is saying, "Hail the Godfather."
Oh my God.
He walks his talk. Respect. See, we told you we get awesome people on Popcorn all the time, yo. Okay, I just want to do another quick check on time because we are at 9:26 according to my laptop, 9:20 according to my clock. What time do you have to leave, Sujimi?
No, I can spend some time with you guys, so not to worry.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have questions, you better ask now or forever hold your peace. Okay, kind of thing. In the meantime, Sujimi, there's a lot of people who say, "But what to post? I have no idea how to do video." So how do you keep generating that idea after idea? Any advice for us?
So that's the one that we that's the one we talked about last episode, right? Finalizing your content pillar. So if you have say you have 5 content pillars, you decide on it. I want to talk about my professional life, the lessons that I learned about going through this career. Then I want to talk about family relationships. Then I want to talk about my travel. Then I want to talk about what else can I do? I want to feature experts in my platform. Now, once you have all this, right, you will never run out of idea. Now, I mean, if you can bring up this image that I sent you, it will give
Yeah.
us an idea.
Yeah, the one on the Padang Pasir one, is it?
The one at Sahara Desert. Yeah, so I'm at
Yes, there you
Sahara.
go.
Oh, okay. I think it didn't capture the thing.
What thing?
Okay. No, I actually put some messaging there. So no, sorry. It's supposed to have some text on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me just
Can-
double check. Tak ada sebenarnya.
Tak ada eh? Okay,
Tak
hang
ada.
on.
Okay, I mean, just have a chat. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I'll double check again.
Okay. Okay. What I wanted to show to everyone is that vlogging or telling a video story is about finding a new way to tell an old story. Finding a new way to tell an old story. Let me give you an example. If you are a life coach, you want to talk about relationships. Say you want to talk about husband and wife, maybe divorce. Divorce is a topic. It's an old story, right? But what's your new way about this story? So think, there are just so many stories in the world that you can take up, but what is your new take into that particular topic? I talked about, I think I did a story about, let me see, fatherhood. I talk about fatherhood. So you can approach fatherhood in many ways. So every single one of us go through fatherhood differently, right? So what's your new take about it? So if you do not know what to do, always think now this, and here's the another tip. When you see something viral, okay, I saw a story that is viral, so I say that this is really viral in this territory. Maybe I can adapt that topic and bring it to Asia, and I find the right story, because that topic is already working in some audience. Maybe if I tweak it, I turn it, give my own into it, my audience will be able to relate to it. Yeah. So if you run out of stories, look at what other people are doing. This is called unicorn strategy. Okay. So unicorn strategy is taking what is already viral out there and making it, adapting it to yours. So sometimes you see some people doing some kind of food story and it's viral. So you can take that and you tell yourself, can I do this? What do I need to change? Who do I need to meet in order to achieve this kind of story? It's not copying the story, no. The story is already relevant for some community. You are just bringing it back to your community, your audience, and making it relevant to your audience. As you know, in Twitter, for example, the top 3 content is rezeki. Rezeki is what? The risk, right? How to earn money, how to get more pay. You put up something like that, abundance. People will start retweeting. Second, jodoh, marriage. Anything about soulmates. Anything about soulmate in Twitter get retweeted a lot.
Wow,
So
really?
Wow.
really. If you go to my Twitter account, right? I talk about these 3 things only.
And what's the last one?
Other things, but I talk about things that matter in Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I talk about soulmate,
Wow.
I talk about race. The third one, if I career, something like that. Getting a good career.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Shalene is saying rice bowl. Okay. Jada is also asking, what about captioning? Must we have subtitles for vlog?
Yes, definitely
why?
yes. Because a lot of people do not listen to the audio. So what happened was I did a vlog in Bosnia, which I think a lot of Singaporeans and Malaysian saw it. It went to about 600,000 views in the beginning, and then I added a caption, and it went to 1.2 million.
Wow.
So
There you go.
captioning, because you can edit. You see, once you once you make videos, right? You even if you didn't caption it first, you can edit later. YouTube allows that.
Facebook allows.
Facebook. So when I added that, I added an English caption. The thing just skyrocketed. People just read the caption.
Yeah, because the data is 80% of videos watched on Facebook is on silent for Facebook, if
Yes.
something like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, it's important. Okay,
Absolutely.
Young Benar has a question. How important is editing for beginners? Any beginner editing tips?
Okay, so use when you starting to vlog, please use a semi-pro version of any editing software, because you do not want to be burdened with so many functions until you feel that this is too much for me. So
What do you mean
Yeah.
by pro?
I use the most simple editing software at that time. When I first started, I used iMovie. I used
Yeah.
it was on my phone, so I use it on my phone. And then when I bought the Mac laptop, I use it on my laptop. It was so easy. There's a lot of templates, a lot of background. You can insert music, you can insert voiceover. Although it has some limitations, after 1 year, right, I moved from iMovie into Adobe Premiere.
Wow, that's like Godfather level again.
It's like pro level, but you needed that once once your stories start to become very complicated in terms of
Yes.
requirements. You need to overlay many layers of footage. You need to overlay many layers of music. One vlog for me, right? I use 5 to 6 music. Yeah, music is very
Wow.
to create the mood. If you want people to react in a certain way, you need to give them a reason. So music is one of them. So if I
Right.
want to be motivated, to be inspired, or to cry, you need to use the right music. And when
How
you
many-
put it at the right time, yeah.
Yeah, how many percent is music like really affects the experience of watching that that video? Because I've actually spoken to one of my director friends and he said it's huge. We're talking 70-80, but I would like to hear your views.
Yeah. No, to me the same. It's 70 to 80%. Most of the time, people are moved because it's the right music.
Yeah.
You know, it's for example when someone say, I've gone through this and I will never do it again. There's no music behind that speech. They don't feel it. But if you put the music, underlay it, right? It's just very different. It's just very different. So you know what I did sometimes, after I cut it, no, before I even cut my video, I choose the music first.
Okay.
Mm.
I tell myself I want to make people feel this way. I look for the music first. So I get 5 different music that can accumulate to this feeling this emotion that I'm trying to build. Then I edit the video. So
Okay.
I
Wow.
find the
So,
music first. Yeah, I find the music
so your
first. Not the other way around.
thought process is the feeling first that you want to create. Then you
Yes.
find the music for it. Then you only edit it.
Correct. As you guys know, it takes 3 things to be viral: logical, ethical, emotional. Okay, so you need to be logical first. Your storytelling has to have logic. Sometimes when you watch a video, right, that you don't understand because tak logic lah, no logic there.
Yeah.
I cannot
Right?
handle it.
So logical is important. Second is ethical. Okay, they
Okay.
can see this when you do not feed people what to say, you let people say what they want, and you unpack the issue well. Last one is emotion. Emotional is the why people share. Okay, so any topic, whether it's a business story, whether it's a family story, or it's a human interest story, you need some kind of emotion in it. In our masterclass, right, what we do, right, we just throw in any topic and we look at the emotion side of things. You can always ask someone to get an emotional reaction. The questions you ask are very important.
Okay, got it. So music is, let's not look at far. You've got Hindi movies. They always play the sad song. And then later on, when the grandmother died, before the grandmother dies, they play that sad song. You immediately cry without even knowing. And then the grandmother dies. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes,
it's very,
correct. I guess when you want to create an emotional story, right, there are many factors at play. Okay, the person you invite, what your reaction, the music, and the flow. I always, because I teach a class about interview techniques, right? There are steps to make people cry.
Wow.
Really?
It sounds very sadistic,
Uh-huh.
but because I've been interviewing people for more than 3 decades, you know how to make people cry. It's like that there is a certain step that you need to hit before that person will just open up and just tell you everything that you need to know. I do
What are
many
the
character
steps?
What
are the steps?
Please come to my class.
Okay, got it.
I have a master class in October, so
Speaking of class, can we have the details of the class, Sujimy?
sure. It's my master. You can go to sujimy.com/masterclass.
Okay, I'll do it. I mean, you in.
I put it up. I already put it up.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay, got it.
So when you go down there, there's 3 webinars. I also added 3 more live private sessions with the entire class after the lessons. It starts 24th October. You can there's the 3 webinars will cover content creation, marketing and positioning, and the last one, which is the most important one, monetization. So I'm going to talk about how to do sponsorship deals, how to get sponsors to pay for your videos, because I've been doing sponsorship deals since 1996 in the traditional media. So that's my core competence. So I bring it to social media whenever you have a sponsor, right? And they say that, look, I'm interested to be involved in your video. You do not want to cannibalize your content, but you do want to sustain with the monetization support, right? So there are negotiation deals, entitlements that you need to understand. What are the deliverables for every single sponsored video? So that is in the masterclass. So I've never revealed this before this session. Yeah, in the past I don't want to do it because I didn't think it was important, but I got some feedback from participants. They don't know how to clinch sponsorship deals, so I've decided to put it inside this masterclass.
Okay, got it.
Kena di-audit ni lah.
Doing it, yeah.
Yeah, kind of thing. Okay, I have a question. How do we measure any content if it's successful? Is it like shares, views, or is that just because people are saying vanity metrics? So how do we know when our content is doing well, and how do we know that it's stacking against competition, for example?
Okay, the true currency for a good performing video is the shares. Okay, the shares are
the shares are good, right?
I always drill down to what people are saying when they are sharing. So sometimes they will add their own spin towards your video, right? So I loved reading that. Yeah, so that's the true currency, because some people they may not watch entirely, right? Some people watch and they see that, no, this is not of any value, I won't share it. So the true currency is really the shares. So because it takes extra effort to share and write something,
Correct.
Yeah, so whenever people share your videos, please look at what they're saying, because it will give you the next idea for another video.
Okay. Oh yes, it's feedback, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Jega, who asked a couple of questions earlier, saying, "Great session, thank you. You made my shower richer experience." You're welcome, Jega. TMI, but thank you. You're welcome. Okay, any other questions next?
No. Basically, you can continue with the next question on the answer.
What if I'm bound by regulations? How do I promote my professional business and still not promote myself because I'm not allowed to? How do I do that?
What do you mean?
Okay, like in Malaysia, for example, you for lawyers, doctors, you can't really promote yourself or sell yourself, and there's some sort of regulation that stops.
They cannot openly promote and advertise. So what's your advice for them?
Oh, okay. There's no such thing here except doctors and lawyers. Okay, let me ask you something. For dentists, right? Let's say you cannot promote, but can you talk about the people that you have affected? I mean, their lives, how you have turned their life to be, of some, a positive spin to their lives. Can you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right?
So here's the thing. If you cannot market directly, you still need a big audience. To build a big audience, you need human interest stories. So build the human interest story first, because they know that you are running a business. There are many ways, of course, to use social media to redirect human interest call to action to your business. You can still maintain dignity and integrity in your in your industry, you know. Yeah, but the first thing that you need to do when you start to ramp up content is to build followers, right? So
Yeah.
build followers with corporate videos or your business sales page. You can't do that. No way, no way. I mean, you can by buying. I mean, I've seen many companies buying followers. They have like 2 million followers, but whenever they upload, it's only like 5 likes. So
Ah,
you know they bought followers. So don't do that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you just answered my next question is what are the biggest mistakes you see business content creators especially make, or what should they avoid, you know?
So buying followers will be one of it. Is there anything else besides that?
Yeah, definitely. The other thing is trying to take on sensitive issues, trying to be political, uh, trying to be negative. You try to cancel people. Social media, whatever the scenario or whatever situations you have in your own country, right? Don't get involved in certain things that you cannot handle. You know, I've done many sensitive issues in the past because I'm a current affairs journalist. So
Yeah.
so I've done it today too. You know, but
Okay.
it comes with a lot of
Heat.
a lot of things that you may not be able to handle.
I
Yeah.
see.
So
Okay.
don't
So
get into those things. Yeah, don't be political about your stories, lah, because
okay.
you'll be attracting different kinds of followers.
Okay. So Jimmy, you started like how many years ago, would you say?
5 to 6 years ago.
Wow, 5 to 6 years ago, which goes into my next question. How do you know if you're too late if you even bother with creating content? Because you started 5 years ago and now it's like 2020 and everybody's trying to get online.
No lah, it's never too late. It's
Really?
never too late. Yeah. Okay. Let me paint you a picture.
Too late to apologize.
Okay. So first of all, imagine that you started 2 years ago.
Okay.
You started ramping up content, things are fine, and then you got a lot of followers, and then you say that, look, why don't I make a e-commerce platform so I can drive the traffic from my platform into my e-commerce, right? COVID happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just imagine that you can still survive, right? Now COVID is still around, but can it happen again? It can.
Possible.
It can happen again, and
Definitely.
it's possible.
It's already
Some kind of
mutated.
some kind of virus will mutate and start getting us locked down again. So what I'm saying is that this digital thing is never too late for you to start, but pick a platform that you are most comfortable with. For me, I pick Facebook because Facebook has a lot of. I have a lot. I must be very grateful to all the followers who follow me on Facebook because that's where I started, and they responded, they engaged me, you know, through Facebook. Now I'm building my YouTube. It's starting to gain traction. I'm trying to go to Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok. You know, but start with your most if your comfort level is Facebook and you know it's gonna you're gonna win there. Then do it in Facebook first.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, go on. I mean, if you have.
Yeah, I think for us is our comfort level is LinkedIn, so that's why we started doing big in LinkedIn, right? And for Facebook is Facebook group.
Totally envious of you guys. You guys are winning in LinkedIn, so I'm gonna start trying.
You gotta.
Yeah. So
You come to Amin's class. He's so good.
yeah, he got a lot of followers. Right? How many followers do you have right now?
About 16,000 plus in 1 year.
Oh my God, that's good. That's good job, man.
I'm like
Alhamdulillah,
taking it
Alhamdulillah.
slow. I'm thinking. Okay. What else do you have to ask? Jimmy, moving forward, what sort of content do you intend to make? I mean, I get that you're doing it on TikTok and all these platforms, but is there different types of content you'd like to make?
Yeah, after you've in it for a few years, right? There is some form you can hit a stalemate, or you can hit a wall when it comes to content creation. So you need to reinvent new content pillars, review some of the old content that you have. Those that are not working, don't do it anymore. I've stopped some and I said that this doesn't work.
What did you stop? Just wondering.
I did some kind of business reflections, one time, but I think I do it wrong. So I did it wrong. So I stopped that. But I continued those that are human interests. So you will hit a point where you feel that this is not working. So please, review some of the pillars. People love some kind of predictability in your social media. They love that. That's why they keep coming back to you, because they know that whenever I watch this video, I get this. I get motivated in some ways.
When you say
yeah.
predictability, what does that mean?
Okay, predictability is this. Whenever I go to Gary V platform, I know what I'm going to get.
Okay.
Right.
It's the predictability that I'm talking about. So do not change that, because if you
That's
have a winning content pillar, that is the main draw for a lot of people. You can still experiment on other pillar to see whether it works, but when one thing works, they really want you to do it. For example, like for me, my mom's cooking is what people want.
Wow.
So I always do, I keep doing that, because that's the main draw for some of my pillar, right? So it's important that you can assess what works for you, and so be ruthless to yourself when it comes to reviewing your content pillars.
I think they have this famous, kill your babies.
Sorry?
Kill your babies. Be ruthless.
I have another question though. You've been doing this for about 5 years. This is something that I just want to know from. I would like to understand what's going on in your mind, and so what's going on for you personally. What drives you to do this?
Survival.
What drives you to do this?
Survival. For me, it's survival. What happens is, because I've been in the traditional business for a very, very long time. It didn't work. My company almost went down. I told my wife, if we don't do something, we're going to go down and we cannot survive. So I took it upon myself and I started to vlog, and vlogging saved my business. It saved my business. So it shifted the sponsors from traditional media into my social media platforms. I have many platforms, not just my page. I develop other thematic pages that can reach a huge number of people. So for me, I did it because initially I needed to survive. I needed to survive in this industry. So then later on, when I see that it flourished, I realized that it's a sustainable business. So we now do it simply because we want to have a huge outreach for a certain targeted audience. It becomes a viable business.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Who inspires you as a content creator? That's something I would like to know.
Okay. In the vlogging world, I love to watch Peter McKinnon, who's at Casey Neistat. My first vlogger was Pointless Vlog.
Wow. Okay, I don't know that one.
After watching them for 2 years, it became pointless to me. Because, no, I'm not trying to bring him down. He has fantastic viewership. But because I think I outgrew the content, and whatever he came up with, I needed some kind other motivation. So I moved on to other vloggers, and I keep watching. I watch who is this in Malaysia? Alamak, forget his name. But he does sensitive stories.
Coco.
He got 300,000 followers. Alamak, he used to be a TV presenter. And let me see.
Malay or Chinese or what?
Sorry?
Malay, Chinese?
Malay,
the first
Malay.
Malay.
Malay. Yeah, so I
presenter?
followed him because I think he's offering really good content.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Not Azwan Ali, yeah? Just checking.
No. Yeah, no. Let me send you the link later.
Okay, got it. Okay, what does the future hold for Sujimi? Our last question before we go into rapid business fire. What are your
Right.
plans? What's next?
Second last, I before you go to that question, I have one more question.
Okay,
So this one
go.
is for business. What's your prediction for the type of content for businesses in the future?
Ooh,
I mean,
good
Oh,
question.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I never want to predict lah. I'm not good in
Yeah.
predicting.
Just looking at the trend.
I just want to say that social media platform will change. New ones will come up, but content is still king. Okay, so
Okay.
content is still king. Content can survive in any platform. You just need to repurpose it. You need to understand the audience, and content will still. I mean, content has survived for the longest time, from traditional to social media, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So platform will change, but if you know how to make content, you can recraft it to fit the platform that you are trying to engage.
Okay, got it. When you say social media platforms will come, you don't think that this is the end of it. There will be more coming up, is it?
There'll be more types.
Okay.
Like when TikTok came, nobody was giving attention until recently when it blew up, right? So more, I mean, new social media will come in. You'll never know. Maybe new type of LinkedIn will come in. We also don't know. But if you're a content creator, you should be able to, adapt the
Okay.
platform.
And you can bring your followers with you because that's what happened with Vine, right? Everybody just shifted elsewhere to YouTube, I think. Yeah. Shalene is saying, is it Raja Petra that you're following? You know?
Raja Petra, no.
No,
Let me
I
see.
don't.
I feel so bad that I don't remember
worry.
his name.
Okay, so the last question is, what are your plans? What does the future hold for Sujimi?
Okay, so for us, training is huge. We've built a quite sizable training community, blogging community. We are building many platforms right now. When I say platforms, there are pages that targeted different people. So I have a page that target women. There's one target health. There's one target the entertainment industry. So we are building more.
Okay.
So here's the thing, because we are a content creation agency, sometimes our client require us to reach as many segments of the community. You know, social media has become what traditional media used to be, because I'm in traditional media all my life, right? So traditional media became fragmented, meaning all the TV channel become very niche, right? There's Animal Planet lah, Discovery, last
Correct.
time, right? But today, social media is becoming fragmented. People follow interest groups. They
Correct.
follow community groups. So you cannot think that building one page is sufficient.
Right. Okay.
Build
You have to
many,
specialize with the
yes.
customer persona, like you said. The more
Yeah.
detailed, the
People will
better.
not follow they won't follow generic pages lah. They will follow their target interests and what they're passionate in. So if you are interested in building an agency and trying to outreach to so many people, you have to build many pages now.
Okay. I think that sounds fantastic. Okay. So I guess we'll move into the rapid business fire. Are you ready, Godfather?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Let's go. Yes.
Okay, if I'm a business owner and I'm already doing and creating content, what are your top 3 tips for me?
Okay. Hire good vloggers.
Okay.
And hire good vloggers and build more pages, because one page is not sufficient if you are running content creation agency. Second, have a good break. You know, whenever you feel really down or you have like a video block, a good break is really needed. You know, last, do a lot of collaboration. A lot of collaboration. I collab with a lot of people. It makes life more interesting. You know, you don't feel so alone in this content creation world.
Right.
So collaboration with other people make your page you have a variety in your page, and you yourself feel motivated and excited,
I-
keep doing this.
Nina,
I think
before you go, question, I just want to go deeper into the collaboration, because for some people they can't see how you can collaborate. So maybe you can give some examples of collaboration that you have actually done before. What would that be for you?
I wanted to reach in Singapore, we have, there's one page which is very strong in the religious sector.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's shukran.com. So I wanted to be in that space. So I wanted to be known in the religious sector because it's a very interesting domain. So I collaborated with them. So I told them, let's do street da'wah together.
Wow.
So we went out on the street, people with religious, they have some kemushkilan, they have some questions about the religion. So I have someone to answer. So it was fantastic. We did it during Ramadan. So I collaborated with the other vlogger, and we went out on the street, and it was off the cuff.
Wow.
So it was fantastic. And from there, the followers, their followers knew me. So there's some form of crossover. Correct.
Okay, cool. All right. So, what are your top 3 tips to help motivate people to continue to create content? Because it can get pretty lonely and tough.
Definitely. But I just want to say that there is a lot of silver lining at the end of it. Just know
You
that
might not see it, but there is.
most of the time you will not see it, but there is, 1 year, 2 years, just stick by what you believe in. Go ahead. My other tip, I want to repeat this, is I can't express this enough. Please get a lot of support from your family, because content creation, not only that it gets lonely, when people understand what you are trying to achieve, your family is your only support when times are bad, So please inform them and tell them that you are trying to be this person. You are trying to create the company that is highly dependent on content creation. My last tip is to be, to listen to your followers.
Wow.
Really listen to followers, because once we started becoming very, very popular, we received so many suggestions. And when you take up the suggestions, your follower become loyal to you. They know, hey, he actually listened to my suggestion, to do this story, and I even feature my follower inside my my platform.
Oh, okay.
So please listen to your followers and listen to what they have to say, and do something for them. It's all for your followers, right? When you do something.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to add to that.
Answer if that is true. Just checking.
Adding to that, we had this one session with one of the influencers a few years back. I don't know if you remember, Nina. And she actually told us that she actually have to tell the family member that I'm going to do a lot of bad stuff. Just be prepared.
Because her route to do it was kacham style, to get dissed, because that was one of the fastest way to grow. So she actually warned the family members, hey, this is gonna happen. It's gonna look really bad, but just so you know, I'm good. So she warned the family members in advance. Okay.
All right.
I think you shared this already, the secret sauce to going viral. That's hot, as you mentioned. It's hot, right?
It's logical, ethical, and emotional.
Sorry, there's logical, ethical, emotional, LEE. Okay. If you had one advice, this is the last one, to give businesses out there with respect to content creation and running a business during these challenging times, what would it be? Just one advice.
Okay, start now, get your staff trained for content creation, because that's the only way we can go in this new digital world. You will not regret it. Okay, send your staff for training, get them on board on content creation. Start now.
Okay, got it. I do have one more thing to say. For those of you who are not getting support from your family, come and join us, Popcorn. We got support group. Betul tak?
Yes.
We're the family you wish you had. That's all I can say.
Kita ada LinkedIn Anonymous.
Yeah, we're the mafia family. Kidding, no, just kidding. So thank you so much, Sujimy. I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today, and we got
Yeah.
30 minutes extra of your time. So thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
No, I
You're
just
so-
want to say thank you. I just
Yeah.
want to wish you guys all the best. You guys really, I mean, popcorn. I have a soft spot for popcorn for a long time because you guys introduced me to Malaysian YouTubers, Malaysian. I did a lot of workshop with you guys, right? So I'm always grateful for whatever you guys have done, and thank you for having me. Yeah.
Oh, we are so honored to have you.
It's
Thank
an
you
honor
for
for me.
coming to our show. Thank you so much.
Thank
And Rico,
you.
I enjoyed this session. Thank you, Sujimy, and our popcorn host. Wisdom of the practitioner in one session. Yeah, this is. If you love this, Enrico, please watch part 1 because that was amazing as well. We just had to have another session because it was that amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So thank you so much, Sujimy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll send information about your class to our community so they can sign
Oh,
up as
thank
well.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Appreciate
right. I
it.
mean,
Yes, we will
Cool.
do that. All right. So we're gonna remove you for a while. I'll see you again maybe later as well. Just to close
Yeah.
things up. All right.
Thanks.
thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay, I mean, let's just recap very quickly what's happening the rest of the week. If
Yep.
you want to join us, yeah.
Do a quick
So what-
recap. So next week we have on Monday we have our students coming in to do a webinar on how you can maintain customer loyalty and trust during post COVID-19. Right. This is a free session.
Your clients just stick to you like nobody's business. Like one of his clients actually had redeemed a Toyota Hilux. Like who the heck does that, right? But yes,
Exactly.
you can get clients to stick to you. You give them a Toyota. Find out how, and you might not even have to give a Toyota lah. There's simpler
Correct.
ways, I'm sure. Okay, so this is
Then-
happening on Monday, 5th October. Sign up for it. Look for the links on our social media kind of thing. Next, what's happening? Okay,
Assessment coming up.
Yep. If you are interested in positioning yourself as a business influencer, one of the fastest way is LinkedIn, and we're having free classes and super affordable ones. It starts with this as well as the killer one. This one's a free one, so take
Yeah.
note of this. Follow us on our social media. The links are all there. And then on the 8th of October, we also have Firdaus Muntaza, who's going to talk about how to make sales constantly, even when you're sleeping, when you're awake, anytime, 24/7. What is your product entry? That's what we're going to talk about on the 8th and 7th. And then
Nina,
22nd,
we're interviewing another Nina.
where we're talking about creating binge-worthy video content for social media. So make sure you follow us on all our social media. Join
Yep.
us. Join the popcorn community. Yes, that is
See you later,
us.
guys.
So maybe Jimmy should have a video of that, kind of thing, since he's Godfather, right? Kind of thing. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so
we
much,
hope
guys.
the show. There's a couple of comments. Angela is saying thank you so much for all the insights generously shared, and Iskandar saying super cool session. Thank you.
Thank you,
you
Iskandar.
guys. Let us
Iskandar
know
is
what
to
you
look up with Sujimy because she's also in Singapore, so maybe you guys can meet up.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, Sujimi saying I need to make my daughter go to sleep. Yep.
Okay.
That's what we gotta do as dads.
Okay.
Popcorn
Thank you so
over
much,
and
guys.
out.
Over and out. Bye.
Bye.